What is going on, YouTube? This is your boy LND972, aka LND Gaming, aka Lee, aka Outside Cooper, aka man, whatever the fuck I want to call me. In today's video, I have a very special video for y'all today, talking about H1Z1 and how this game has been moving in the right direction for some time now, but this new update just made the game a whole lot better, bringing the game into a new light. You feel me? With the gameplay mechanics and not making the car so much a meta, and this is just amazing. The new update to H1 just made cars take more damage from guns, and cars now run out of gas a lot faster. So the last circle won't just be 10 to 15 people driving around in cars, seeing which one get out first. Now the end and mid game are a lot more positioning on map, aim based, and making the game a lot more enjoyable and dramatic and skill based for a lot of you all. The other update that they made to the game is making the game a lot more appealing to the eye. They made the settings to where it goes into daytime, evening, and foggy. And this makes matches look better, and for the gameplay not look so dull and dry all the time. The foggy time was good at first, but after a while it looked unappealing, but now the addition for daytime and evening really brings out the colors and vibrancy of the map, and it makes it more enjoyable for the player and more appeasing to the eye. Now, what is next for this game? I think that the three next things should be very well in the right direction, and I'm gonna go ahead and go into those now. So the three major things to work on next for H1Z1, which is number one, gun balancing. I feel like the weapons in H1 are well placed and good, but I also feel like they could be a bit better, like the CNQ and the AR-15, how these weapons are really good weapons, but they are extremely inconsistent, and these guns need to be looked at for that reason and make these guns a little bit more consistent. But other guns should be also looked at for how powerful they are, like the crossbow and the Hellfire. The Hellfire not so much, because I understand how this gun works. It's an SMG, it's supposed to hit like that, but sometimes I feel like the Hellfire just melts a little too quickly. I feel like the Hellfire should be a little less consistent, or just a little less consistent. That gun is extremely good though. I wouldn't say change it too much though. I don't want the Hellfire to be changed into anything crazy, but I do want the gun just to be a little bit more balanced, because this gun is like an S+ tier weapon, and it's a gun that you find on the floor. The other gun that I want to talk about being overpowered is the crossbow. Most definitely needs to get looked at for how OP the weapon is. It's easy to find, easy to use, too much damage to player, melts a car, doesn't take off player armor, and can be used as a mini RPG. Just a very cheap weapon indeed, and not a fun one to go against. So that should be the first thing they review. The second thing that they should go into is looking at rank and bringing a ranked system onto the PS4. I want to play ranked and I have my stats count along with my wins, and I have an actual goal to reach while playing. I don't like the fact that on this game I can't see my stats or have an objective to reach. I'm just playing to play at this point, which kind of sucks for people with a competitive attitude towards games. If you're just like playing a game and you just like it for how fun it is, it's not really a problem. But on H1Z1, on this one, the thing I'm looking for is to play this game and have fun while also being competitive, because every game that I've played I wanted to be competitive in, but this one right here just doesn't really fit in my perspective of being competitive right now, and I wish that they would bring a ranked system to the people that want to play it as a competitive video game. So yeah, that is just number two. Please bring that in there. And now for the third option. Now the final thing to bring up, the final point that I want to get across, and this is something Daybreak has been persistent on not bringing to the PS4 port, and that's third-person aiming. Third-person aiming is something everybody casual and some hardcore PS4 H1 players have been asking for. First-person aiming to new players is an uneasy and unnatural feeling. I think first-person aiming is decent since I got used to it, but I feel like this game will flourish much more with third-person aiming, because that's just something that new players could be more comfortable and hardcore players could get used to it easier. A way I see this happening for you all is by making an alpha or another version or a beta or an arcade mode with third-person aiming and letting people play it to see if they want it this way. You know, putting the choice inside of the gamers' hands to see if they will want this to happen. I think it should be both first-person and third-person aiming for the people who got used to the first-person aiming to stay there with it, and for the players, the new players, to pick up in which route they want to go into. And I feel like that should be the ultimate choice. It should be the gamer's choice, not a company choice. If we want to aim a certain way, You see what I'm saying? And I understand what y'all was trying to do, Daybreak, and making the game not like PC, because you realize that PC had a major downfall and y'all don't want that to happen again. So you put it in first person. But I feel like if you just make it a route, not so much saying you have to do this or you have to aim in third person on this game like this, because this game, it doesn't have too much difficulty in between. Like, for example, like how Fortnite is, where on Fortnite you have to be in third person to play that game because of the building and the way that the game is and how difficult it is for, like, if you was in first person, for example. I think on H1Z1 this game is a lot more different from that game, kind of like how PUBG is. It's more on a PUBG type of term, and you see how PUBG has third person and first person aiming. I feel like H1Z1 on PS4 should have third person and first person aiming. I don't want to go into first person all the time. I feel like that is like kind of blocking a lot of the gameplay and a lot of the people that want to play this game. And I feel like y'all should just add that in there. You see, I know I'm rambling about it, but I feel like y'all should just add that to see how the community will react to it. And if they like it or love it, come on, bring it to the game. That way that y'all can, like, actually make people play y'all game, because this is something that a lot of players, every time I ask somebody, the three major things they say about H1 is, one, it doesn't look appealing, it doesn't look good, and y'all fix that. Two, the end game is nothing but driving around in cars. And the last, and the thing I always hear, is why is the aiming in first person? And those three things right there are the things that keep a lot of y'all audience away from the game. And I feel like if you add third person aiming to the game, it will make it a lot easier for a lot of new players to come and enjoy it. And I feel like y'all will get a lot more attention off that than just, you know, just adding the first person aiming. And also keep first person aiming in there. Do not take first person aiming out, because for the people who got used to that, for the people who like that, I feel like that is something that you should keep for them, for like, because I think I might not like third person aiming. I want to keep that first person feel in there. So that's something that I think that y'all should consider. You know, like I said at the end, make it a arcade or make it something, put something in the game for third person aiming, so we can like see how it is. And if it's not good, you can take it out, or if it needs to be rework it or something like that. But I feel like that is something that y'all should add in the game. Without that though, man, that's it. Without all that said, let's go, man. You know, H1Z1, great game, y'all. Heading in the right direction, Daybreak. It's been your boy LND Gaming, aka Lee, aka Asla Cooper, aka man, whatever the fuck y'all want to call me. I'm signing out. FAM, we is out. Peace.